So the technique that I'm going to talk to you about today was used by ancient Greeks, and it was also referred to in some TV shows and series. Some people call it the loci technique, and it's also known as the memory palace. Some of you might have heard about it, but as fancy as it seems and as fancy as it sounds, it's really simple to implement, and it's based on the associative storytelling and maybe let's just say spatial recognition properties, if we may say, of your memory. Now, before delving into the loci technique, I want you to understand something. We have two types of memory. We have the short-term memory, also known as the working memory, and the long-term memory, which can be split into two parts, but we don't care about that for now. The long-term memory, you can think about it like an attic or like a room, maybe your own room, for instance. And let's just say, for the sake of understanding this video, inside of your room you have a box, and inside of that box there are files. Now each file contains maybe a song that you memorized by heart, or a childhood memory, or something of that sort. Just basically something that you remember for long term. Sometimes when we try to pull a file from that box, we by mistake pull another file and remember something else. This is what's called the associative activation, I think, in the literature. But we can use the association that memories really love in order to memorize stuff that we do not actually like, or we do not have time to memorize by repeating, or we do not care about, or for whatever reason. And so the first step that I want you to do in order to use this memory palace technique is to pick a character, an animal, or an object, or anything of that sort that you want to associate with the word, let's just say, that you want to remember. And then you place that character inside of a space or a place that you know that's really, really familiar to you. Just like your room or your kitchen. And then create a story and make this story weird. Here's the trick. The weirder the story is, the easier it is for you to remember it. Our memories love weird stuff. Let's just do an example in order for you to understand better. You might want to memorize, for instance, a fact like Napoleon fell on Waterloo, on the War of Waterloo in 1815. You can associate the image of Napoleon with a small man with a big head, emphasizing the stereotype of short Napoleon, and then you can imagine him slipping through water in your bathroom, for instance, or let's just say the sink of your kitchen. And when he's slipping, he's saying Lou. And then you can imagine a giant digital clock displaying 1815 on the wall, and boom, there you have it. You go into the kitchen, you see Napoleon falling or slipping inside of the sink, saying Lou, and then you just think of a clock that's displaying 1815. Napoleon, Waterloo, 1815. That's it. This technique can be used in order to memorize facts. It also can be used to memorize lists. You can just connect the lists, whatever you want to memorize, even names of people. You can associate the name of someone that you just met, and you do not want to forget their name, with any image or anything that you want to, that you can, or even like a new word in a new language. Anything pretty much can be memorized using this technique. I know there are some people that like memorize hundreds of digits of pi using this memory palace technique. And so this is it simply. It's very, very simple technique. As fancy as it sounds, it's really useful. You can just apply it on the spot. And the good thing is, it's really hard to forget what you just like, the story that you created, which makes it very amazing and very, very beneficial. And you can just memorize the stuff that you do not want to memorize, or like spend too much time studying again and again for your exams, and you can memorize the stuff. Like it's really hard to delete it afterwards. I hope you like this video. If you like it, just share, like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.